Hey, my name is Isel Khan, and in this video we'll learn about the Pythagorean's theorem. For example, if you have a right angle triangle with sides A, B, C, or you can say perpendicular base in hypotenuse. Now what does Pythagorean's theorem says? Of course, it says the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. But remember, this is only for the right angle triangle. Or in short form, we can say of course C square equals A square, which is the base, plus b square, which is the perpendicular. Now, what are the implications of Pythagorean's theorem? I mean, why should I learn Pythagorean's theorem? What are the implications of Pythagorean's theorem? Of course, the Pythagorean's theorem can be applied to determine the one side of a right angle triangle from two known sides, right? This is just the implication, but it's really important theorem. It can help you in many places, in many derivation of other formulas. I'll show you the formulas at the end of the video, no problem, right? Now, let me just do an example to understand the problem better. What does Pythagorean's theorem do, right? Suppose if you have Minar, Pakistan, just take an example of Minar, Pakistan, and the height of Minar, Pakistan is 70 meters, right? Now, if there is a point at a distance 86.02 meters from Minar, Pakistan, and of course, we have to determine the slope distance between the point and the upper top of the Minar, Pakistan. So how can we determine the slope distance? Let me call the slope distance with C. So actually, this is a right angle triangle, CBH. Directly, I can calculate the slope distance, which is C, using the Pythagorean's theorem, like C square equals the another side, which is H, or the height of the Minar, Pakistan square, plus the base square. So I can do some plug and chuggins in the formula, like C square equals H is a known value 70 meters, so 70 square, plus B square, B is a known value, it is 6.02 square. And by simplify this little more, like C square equals 70 square, that's 4900, plus 86.02 square, that's 7399.4404. And by adding these two, of course, we can get 12299.4404. And of course, we need only C, not C square. So by putting the square roots on both sides, we can get, of course, C equals 110.90 meter. So this is how we can determine the slope distance between a fixed point and the top of the Minar, Pakistan. This is the one application of Pythagorean's theorem. Let me do another example to understand the problem a little more. And let's say if you are a land surveyor and want to determine the distance between point A and point B, and you just measure little distance, say 10 meter. Now there is a problem, an obstacle. Let's say this is just a pond, like a talab in Urdu. Now, it's really hard to determine directly the distance between point A and point B because we have an obstruction over here. So what's the solution? How can we determine the distance between point A and point B? So to get this approach, we'll do just a few measurements. Like we'll take perpendicular distance from point C, just like in this form, and we'll determine its length. Let's say it's 20 meters. Then we'll determine the distance between the perpendicular and the point B, just like in this form, and we'll measure that, which is of course 3 meters, right? So now if you see, this is just a right angle triangle if I join point C and point B. So now I can of course calculate the distance between point A and point B because it's AC plus Z, right? So we have to only determine Z, which is the distance between C and B. And I can get this approach using Pythagorean's theorem, which is C square equals perpendicular square, which is 20 meters in this time, plus Z square. And remember, we have to calculate Z, so we'll turn P to another side of the equation. We can get, of course, Z square equals C square minus P square. And we can do, of course, plug and chug in to determine Z, like Z square equals C is a known value 35 meters minus P, that's also known 20 meters. So Z square equals 35 square, that's 1225, minus 20 square, that's 400. So Z square equals 825. And of course, if we put square roots on both sides, we can get only Z, which is 28.722 meters. So the distance between point C and point B is 28.722. Now we can determine the distance between point A and point B. like AC, which is 10 meter, plus Z, which is 28.722. So the distance between point and point B is now 38.722 meters. And that's it. This is the another replication of Pythagorean's theorem. And many examples are there, of course. Like you can say the distance formula is also the Pythagorean's theorem. And if you find the both sides of an ellipse, you'll take the help of Pythagorean's theorem. And if you set a horizontal curve out by perpendicular offsets from tangent line, of course this formula is also the Pythagorean's theorem. And also when you set a horizontal curve out using the Minar method, you'll get this formula by help of Pythagorean's theorem. Also, if you need to determine the radius of the curve when the half chord and the mid-ordinate are known, like a square plus h square divided by 2h, this is also the Pythagorean's theorem. I mean, when you derive all these formula, you'll need the help of Pythagorean's theorem. So it's important to learn Pythagorean's theorem. And that's it. I hope you understand now. Hey, at the end, if you like my video, make sure you thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you dears for watching. See you next time. And wassalam.